Long but hilarious.
I want to play magic.
And a little demonic
Oh,
magic
need Black
too.
Widow actually. Actually, I need Black Widow.
Okay, why are we playing Widow?
Because what do we want to play Widow?
Based. Tell him.
They'll be coming in 30
Who is that?
seconds. Stay strong.
I can't see right now.
The Rocket.
Rocket.
Console
Do you
experience.
hate me?
I bow.
No, I just don't like that you're playing Widow.
Why?
Can I have a throw pick?
Widowy
You don't
Lord
seem flat
Widow.
fearless.
I'm Widow.
Fearless.
Widow.
Pick.
I'm
You don't
Widowy
seem
Lord
flat
Widow.
fearless.
I'm
You don't
Widowy
seem
Lord
flat
Widow.
fearless.
What the f did I? Why am I getting? Why is there a me jump scare in here? What the f is that?
I'm Widowy. I'm Lord Widow gang.
Battle starts in 5,
I hope someone doesn't watch flats.
3, 2.
No, I don't watch.
Yo, why you
rivals
acting like that, bruh?
To stop them from securing the
I
or
can
mission.
tell.
streamers.
That's why,
Why
you're
does
playing
it
Widow.
matter? It's quick play. Let me have fun, you little nerd. Shut up.
He doesn't want to lose Elo.
Oh, am I throwing your quick play game? I'm so sorry.
It's a quick. No, that's crazy,
You'll ruin my win rate.
brother. I'm gonna fucking crash the fuck out in quick play. Average flats viewer, nah. If you actually watched me, you know I crash the absolute fuck out on people who take quick play super seriously. You know for a fucking fact that is one of my most biggest pet peeves, and those motherfuckers are the biggest losers I ever come across. They always, and you know what? I get them in my own games, and they always have the same excuses like, oh, that's just what people who aren't good at the game say. And I'm like, oh, really? Let's do a rank check. Remember the guy, dude, there was a guy literally the other day who did that in one of my games who was upset. And I was like, bro, like, it's quick play, relax. And he was like, people only say that who are low skill. And I go, oh yeah? You want to see who's good at what? And I was in Eternity. The guy was GM3 for 4 seasons.
Oh no.
Oh
He's so
no.
upset.
Oh no.
Wait, was that, it's the Hawkeye? You died first? Brother, you can't be dying first.
You
after
do know
saying
she's
that.
only D tier, right?
Oh my god, I missed my kick. Fuck you.
No, this is rage bait.
While you're almost dead.
This is rage bait. 100%.
She was so one. I'm
Maybe
gonna
if you weren't playing a D
explode.
tier character.
No, it's rage bait.
No. Gang, why are you?
Against knives.
You know what? Hot take. I think people who just constantly rage bait and that's like their whole personality are like the biggest drains on society.
You, perchance move your respawn also? That rocket doesn't work like that. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know if you know that, but you're playing a D tier character.
Yeah, it's
actually
rage
like
bait.
towards the bottom of D tier.
I don't
Flat
think it really
fearless.
matters, would we?
Oh my god. Hearing some absolute fucking troglodyte use my name in an argument like this fucking makes my skin crawl. I fucking hate people like this.
Why are you such a hater? Is
Why
this rage
doesn't he
bait?
want them yet?
So wait, so you're saying flat fearless doesn't matter?
I don't care about flats. Fucking flats! What the fuck?
Okay, but you said flat fearless doesn't matter.
You're damn fucking right it doesn't matter. It's fucking quick play, you bum! Holy
No.
shit. I'm
You don't know
actually
who
gonna
Clearly,
Flats
he's
is?
not that relevant if I don't really know him.
Do you
What
not
do I-
know who flats is?
No, that's what I just
Okay,
said.
that hurt a little bit, but that's fine.
No, that's probably why you're in metal rank. No, it's GM on Overwatch.
It hurt a little
I've
bit.
never played Overwatch.
Exactly, so that already
I'm getting cooked. I didn't even do anything. Why am I catching so many strays? What the fuck? I didn't even do anything. What did I do? I didn't do shits. What the f did I do? I didn't do anything.
discredits anything you said. I was GM on Overwatch and Diamond on Valorant.
What'd you say?
I said that
I
discredits
mean, this is the most
everything
clear
you
rage
said.
bait I've ever seen, but
I was
still.
GM on Overwatch
I don't care
and I
about
was
your
Diamond on
Overwatch rank
Valorant.
or
We
Valorant.
are
Why is that
well, I have more
relevant?
experience
I'm
than
in.
you
This is
in-
quick play game.
I have more experience than you in hero shooters, so you're objectively wrong. Maybe an anti-dive would be better. Why don't you go Namor?
Nah.
Never played that guy in my life.
Well, that would provide more utility than Widow.
I don't. Gang, it's literally quick play. Why does it matter? Why are you such a
Well, if
nerd?
you go Namor, we'll win.
Why do we have to win?
Sorry that
Let me
I'm
have
more
fun.
knowledgeable than you.
I'm unknowledgeable, literally.
If you want, I can tell you the best team comp that we can use right now to win. You see how you're getting dived? That's why you don't play Widow, a D-tier character
I
against
can
that.
Died by what though? Don't they have like Emma Thing, Hawkeye?
literally kill the
What's the fucking
dive.
dive?
She just went invis.
Psylocke, that's
Well,
it.
if it wasn't for me healing you, you would be dead.
I gotta mute him.
See, no offense to you either, Hawkeye, but you shouldn't be playing that character.
Hawkeye's
Kinda
literally
both of
was.
you guys.
Is this rage bait?
It's 100%.
Hawkeye was
rage bait.
considered the most broken character for so long.
Someone's stuck in season 1. This isn't season 1. Hawkeye's not the most broken DPS. Have you not seen any of the new tier lists? Do you not read patch
Do you
notes?
just watch tier list videos?
No. I read.
It's obvious rage bait, but Ashley kind of gagged his ass and he didn't know what to say. And he just went, no. Like, God, dude, if you're making full rage bait content, like that's like your whole thing, like you have to be quick on the fly. You can't get gagged like that.
Read
That's
patch
fucking,
notes.
that's crazy.
And I watch some streamers like Necros and Flats.
Okay, this is just full rage bait.
Okay, good for you. Good job.
I started watching Flats and Overwatch. That's where he was
Congratulations.
really popular.
So we haven't won
Where
yet?
from was Overwatch.
And you know this is rage bait because I've been doing the same shit for years, and I've been flaming people for this same shit for fucking forever.
So
Nice.
he's also really knowledgeable in these kind of games. That's why his tier lists are valid. So when you said they didn't mean it,
Anyways, can we stop hating on Widow so I can actually play like this and not spend all my match arguing? Well, my favorite part is it's quick play. Look at the damages you've caused. I mean, I think you're trolling. I think most people are memeing because I saw people say that. But like, there are people that will actually believe that, and it's like, brother, that is the most obvious case of someone trying to rage bait really fucking hard, and it gets attention. It gets views. It gets someone's. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that the person who they were talking to makes content. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet there's a timeline where we find out it's all a bit to try to get people to end up to watch their content. That's one of the fastest ways to get people to watch your stuff is to like use someone else's name. That's fucking crazy. Just a misuse of free will. No, it's just like, I don't know. It's something you have to kind of get used to as you grow as like a creator and a streamer and stuff like that. But man, does it make your skin crawl when it just like is like actual misinformation. Because whenever I make those tier lists, I always say at the beginning and I always say at the end that it's always my perspective and it's just for fun, and like this shouldn't matter to you. This is like my perspective on what I think is good and what I think is bad. But like at the end of the day, play for fun. Play what like you enjoy, because that's what genuinely matters. Obviously, that's not going to end up in everything that ever exists in history, every clip, every whatever. And that's just something you kind of have to get used to over time. Still, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being this was like clout chasing on their end, and like they do rage bait content of some form.
Control lost.
My mission isn't over yet.
A shortcut through space.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Control C.
Holy fuck. This is just a bad day at the office. Damn, bro. That was the tank experience, but on Bucky.
Control lost.
Spawns,
My
comes
mission
out,
isn't over yet.
A shortcut.
finds a random BP hiding. He just leaves.
Their team's capture
Brother,
progress
yeah,
has
I'd log
passed
off
the
too.
halfway point.
What is this portal? That is a Boger Enjoyer portal right there. Someone saw a TikTok.
Much better.
Gets bonked through it into... I felt that one in my soul, man. I'm not... I actually feel bad. Alright, next. I am very... Oh, Jesus Christ. Have I taken enough abuse for one day? Why is there another one? I am very curious on what the reaction is going to be from actual support players.
As a support player, thanks for fucking asking, Flats.
Oh, okay.
Ultron in the game as a healer, in theory, is really cool. After playing him,
This, by the way, I haven't even watched it yet. This is a way that you should use other streamers' content in their name. This is the way, by the way. This is fine. I'm all for it. This is great. I'm cool with this.
a little bit. Unfortunately, how they designed his kit, he cannot be a primary healer. I think he moves very slow. I feel like the shield ability that they gave him is very lackluster. The only actual healing that he has in his kit is his drone. His drone has a little AoE circle on the bottom, and then it also tells you how many people that drone is actually healing.
I think this
And of
is
course you-
525. So this is before he released. I don't think they had buffed him yet. So like they gave a bunch of buffs to his ult. So
You can heal
keep that in
yourself.
mind.
Now, if you're an Atom main, you're going to love his primary because it's basically a charge-up burst ray of damage. The two things that
Okay, I
stand
got
out the
scared a
most
little
with
bit. I thought it was
Ultron
gonna be
for
something
me
else, but
is
this is
his
good.
team-up ability with Iron Man. He gets a beam that does pass-throughs, so he can heal and do damage at the same time. Funny enough, that's what his ult does. His ult does a lot of healing and a lot of damage all at one time. Ultron feels like Storm, Mantis, Atom, and Luna all in one character. I'm sorry, guys, but after playing him for a little bit, he just feels mid. What do you guys think?
yeah, I think he got buffed. Like his ult got buffed a ton, and that made him a lot better. But here we are now. Like we're like not a weekend, but like we're a few days into the season. Oh, we're almost a weekend actually. We're like 2 days off of a week. I think the narrative is starting to shift a little bit. Sounds like she's from Boston too. She has the accent. I kind of see what you mean. I actually heard it. She's a New Yorker. Then there it is. That makes sense. What was I saying? I don't remember. But yeah, I think the narrative for Ultron's like slightly shifted a little bit. As like he's better. I personally still don't like him in my games. I feel like the game is less fun with him in, just because like you never get really healed and people don't want to play triple DP or triple support. They play double support. But this is really good. I'm not gonna lie. Jump fucking scared me at the beginning. Really jump scared me. But yo, this is listen. This is how you use content. This is how you do it. That's the good one. All right, next. Also, thank you, support player, for your opinion on your take on Ultron. That's what I was curious about. Okay, next. What? I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. I've never seen someone jump into a mag ulting and fucking bitch slap him to death. That's crazy. Okay, next.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the one who made changes to the Jeff rework? If you don't mind, I'd like to say something. We're here today to discuss the Jeff rework and how you guys massacred our little boy.
I saw a literal petition. People made an actual petition to revert Jeff.
We only asked for a buff and nerf, not a whole rework. We don't want to be in the back line and hold right click. That's not who we are. This rework is not even good at all. You guys nerfed our healing, damage, and most importantly, our survivability. Jeff mains went from being King Von to the Waterboy. These past few days, the Jeff mains are devastated, and the biggest Jeff accounts are making propaganda posters and memes. Even some of the top creators believe the Jeff rework is cooked.
In the fearsome Jeff
Almost another jump scare. I saw it.
NATO.
Are you being serious right now?
The Jeff NATO, by the way, is actually the most broken thing in the entire game. It's not even close. It is an uncounterable ability against every single support ult. That's such a niche thing, though, I think, for most people. But regardless, though, everything else is kind of ass. Not wrong.
Boy, shut your bitch ass up.
Oh. We must fight. Join the Jeff resistance. All right, hang on. All right, real talk. All right, I'll entertain it. I'm in. I'm down to entertain it. Point blank, he needed changes because Jeff in high ranks was just a DPS flank character and was really just toxic and ass. And in the lower ranks, you have like his ult was kind of scary, but like that was like the big thing. His healing wasn't very good. His bubbles and his survivability was just off the charts. Like you just felt like you could never kill the little shit. That is not healthy. So what would be a healthy middle ground? I think that if they chose to keep him the way he is, there should be two things that get reverted. One, some form of survivability, whether it's the underwater healing, which I think is the less attractive of the options. I think the bubble burst healing would be better. Maybe give him some of his bubbles back. Maybe give him back the 6 bubbles instead of 3 bubbles. I think 3 bubbles is a little too low, and I think the burst healing should still be there. I think Jeff without the bubble burst healing just feels like shit. A good example is like you are fish food to Iron Fist, and Iron Fist is terrible. Like, isn't that crazy that like before Iron Fist legitimately could not kill Jeff when Iron Fist was insanely good, and then they nerfed him a ton, so he's kind of shit, and he shits on Jeff now. Isn't that like a weird universe? I think they should revert survivability in some aspect. I think the bubbles is the way to go. And then in terms of ult, I think they f***ed his ult a little too hard, and they buffed the Storm version too hard. The Storm Jeff team up is, at least in higher level play, is genuinely uncounterable. And there's, unless you have like one of 2 ults, there's like 2 ults in the game that can do something. It's like Iron Man ult and like a full charge Magneto ult. And even that one's still hard. I think his non-combo ult needs help in some form. It's kind of ass. It's kind of horrible. It's like a press Q to die button. It's like old Pharah ult in Overwatch. And then I think the bubbles need to be reverted. I think those changes would be more than fair if there were in a world where like that we're gonna stick with this Jeff versus anything else. Did you know he was buffed between patch notes and release? He would have been so horrid without them. Wait, Jeff got buffed after patch notes? You sent me a screenshot? Hang on, let me look. Okay, so the first one is my react. Through enemies, damage fall off starts at 20 meters to a maximum of 65% at 40 meters. Reduce healing per second from 150 to 100. And then for this one, damage fall off at 20 meters, maximum of 65, 40 meters. Reduce healing per second from 150 to 130. Oh, so they buffed his healing quite significantly. What? Wait, it was actually, they gave it a 30-point healing buff? And it didn't go through multiple enemies. Wait, it didn't? Can heal allies through other allies, but not through holy shit, it can heal allies through other allies, but not through enemies. And they changed it, can heal allies through other allies and enemies. Wait, you're right. They gave him multiple buffs. And he's still kinda Wait, that's actually crazy. Increase the energy cost of Jeff's ultimate ability from 4,000 to 4,500. Oh, they did nerf the ult generation. Wait, so the Jeff that came out was actually very different, and he's still kind of ass. I don't know if I like that very much. I don't like how they changed so much from patch notes to release. I mean, I get it, because they probably like, oh shit, this is really not good. Like, we'll make some last second adjustments, but it makes it harder to keep up. This is the last one I got. Chat, by the way, as a reminder, the only way I'm able to do this content is your help. Only one set of eyes and ears. So if you see cool TikToks, funny TikToks, stupid TikToks, ridiculous TikToks, whatever it might be, grab them, throw them in my Discord. There's a channel for it there. Mods will go through it, make sure there's nothing that's getting me DMCA'd or banned or anything like that. And then we'll go through it on stream. So if you enjoy this, make sure you keep submitting them if you want to see it. All right, let's go.
So beautiful. Wow, look at those thighs. I'm so beautiful.
Well, now though, this is so loud. Listen, I know it's loud, okay? Balancing the audio off of TikToks is borderline impossible. Half of them are too quiet for you to hear, and then there's one random one where it's louder than like a nuclear bomb. All right, I can't do much else than that. But that's funny. That is the match made in heaven. But Jeff eats kind of ass now, so unfortunate. But there you go. If you want to see more of it, you know how to get it. But that's all I got for today. That's all I got for TikToks today. So let me load back up. Now I gotta change TikTok back. I probably can also message Rigsy. Probably do a couple games while we wait for 5 o'clock. I got false ban on Overwatch for hacking, and I'm trying to get my account back. I am not Blizzard tech support, and I'm also playing Rivals. There is no world where I would be able to help you. And also, like, point blank, I'm not saying this is true, but, like, I don't know if you're lying to me. Like, I don't know you. So, like, it is what it is, man. But I don't get paid for that. It's not my job. And I got nothing. You know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. 21 months of supporting your house fund. Thank you for being Fave streamer.
And I appreciate you. Oh, okay. Hang on, before I get into here. Hold on, I need to access my friends list. Where is he? I am done with my... Am I gonna do MRC for Ignite Season 2? I haven't talked to SK, but I'm really leaning no. Like, unless SK literally was like, I want to do one because we didn't get to play last time, then I will. But yeah, I don't think I don't want to do tournaments anymore. I'm getting too old. I don't have enough time in my day. I don't want to scrim all the time. And I've talked about this already a good amount, but I want to branch out from just doing Rivals and Overwatch stuff. And I've been doing a lot more other stuff already. And today, for example, we're gonna watch State of Play. And tomorrow we might play some Dune. Friday I have another Rival sponsor. This weekend I have some stuff planned. And then next week we've got Siege. So, like, after this week of drops and after this week of, you know, Rivals mid-season content, I plan on going back into the variety arc again. So, which will mean, like, playing more Yakuza and finishing it. It'll mean, maybe starting something new. I have a few things on my list. I have a couple of ideas I'm cooking on. I'll peel back the glass. I'm thinking about doing the ZZZ React, where I react to all the trailers, tier list them out, say which one's my favorite, not favorite, whatever. We gotta catch up on Roll for Sandwich. I saw this cool game called Suck It Up, where basically